Hey everyone, it's me, Connie, and I'm going to make a cover for my journal, for a journal. You know what? I'm going to plug my phone in, so hold on. I might bump you a little bit. Whoa. Okay, so I'm going to make this journal. This is going to be the front because when I put the lace on here, I think it'll be really, really beautiful. So either or. And so I already prepped because this is going to be a really short video, and I'll show you some of the pages that I'm going to do for the inside, and we'll go from there. But it's going to be kind of a short video. I hope. We'll see. I don't know. I can't promise. So this is Tyvek. Let me show you what I use, and I'm pretty sure it's linked down below. It's 8.5 by 11 white sheets of Tyvek, and I usually cut it down just a little so that it's not so snug on, you know what I mean? So I have a little bit of wiggle room when I'm putting it on. You see the little bit of it? Because if it has to be exact, you can forget about it because I ain't doing it. So anyway, I put my double-sided tape on both sides. Okay, it is Silicone. You can see 6-inch, 2-inch, and probably a 1/4 inch or something. I don't know, but all of these resources are linked down below in my description box under my Amazon links. Okay, so I will double check to make sure this is down there, but y'all, this is like so wonderful because I was getting big envelopes cutting them down, and this is so much better because it's already done up for you. This is, let's see, how many sheets do you get in here? Does it say 50? You get 50 sheets, so I can make 50 journals. If I don't mess something up, then then we're in trouble. I better leave that open so I can remember to make sure this is down there. All right, so I've already put the stuff on here. I inked the outside and I inked the inside just in case it's not like perfectly on there. You can't really tell, and it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to make sure, let me put this to the side. Make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. So I'm going to turn that over. I also have some seam binding for the closure, but I'm going to go ahead and undo. Take this off of one side. We'll take this off of one side. I said I would make this video so that you can see. I know I have one. I can't find it. I know I've made this from scratch with y'all before, but I can't find it. So I thought, well, I will just make one video for the cover so you can see, and just know that this is how I make all my covers. Let me fold that over on itself. This is how I make my covers for this style of journal. And the reason I put the Tyvek is because I want this journal to stand the test of time. You know what I mean? I don't want it to tear or anything, because I will put holes to add my elastic cording, because I like to be able to add pages. I don't want to sew them in because you're locked in to that many pages, and whoever gets or purchases this journal will have the option to add to and take away. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I hope it's straight, because that's it. I'm like, oh goodness, that's it. All right, so I'm going to burnish that on very, very well. Okay, love it. That's going to be a beautiful journal. And my 80-pound cardstock that I use has like a little texture to it. It's really, really, really nice. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this out so I don't forget. I'm going to sit here and not get this done, and I'll not put a closure in it, and I'll feel really like, oh no, because I like having this on the inside. So we'll get that done and be done with that. So let's peel. The next step is to peel this off again. Peel this off. How are y'all doing? I had a friend come and stay a good, you know, 5 days or so with me. And so I didn't get a video out. So, but just rest assured, I had a good time. We played, you know, we watched a little bit of a series together. We binged, you know, binged out, whatever you want to call it. We ate good, we cooked good. Yeah. You know, all the things that you do when a friend comes to stay with you for a little bit. We had a good time. Okay, I'm lining this on my mat so that I can get my ribbon close enough to being in the center. Close enough to being in the center. 8 1/2 is 4 1/4. So I'm just putting it right in the middle of there. There we go. All right, now I want to see where's up and where's down. So this is the correct way. So I'm going to put it like this. And then I'm going to bring the other one down. But first, I am going to add a little bit of Fabri-Tac, especially right here, because this would not stick to the other piece that I'm putting down, right? So, and plus, when I add this, it kind of gives me a little bit of a wiggle room after I add when I go to add that. So I'm going to smoosh out a bunch of this little glue on top of that, just so it sticks really well where the ribbon is. And I'll go over just a little because there's no nothing to stick the edge right there, so I'll put a little extra glue there, and then I'll just kind of go around the edges. Hey, listen, y'all don't mind my arms. I have, you know, very thin skin, and it seems I've been doing a little bit every time I walk by the counter or grab something, I make marks on my arm. So it is what it is, y'all, and if it kind of grosses you out, I apologize, but there's nothing I can do about it. Thin skin all the way. Somebody was telling me about some collagen. I want a really good one. I'm gonna start doing that on a regular basis because they said that could help. You know what I mean? That could help. Okay, so I did add extra stuff because let me get a piece of paper towel. I added it because it kind of gives me a little wiggle room where the top is not like stuck. You know what I mean? It's not like, bam, I can't move it. So I'm gonna get that straight. I'm going to double check. Just, you know, listen, you can never check enough. Okay, that is the right direction. Excuse me, y'all. Don't know what that's all about. So I'm trying to get it on there. With that glue on there, I can kind of wiggle it around a little, but once I press, that's it. Okay, because it will grab the sticky under there. So I'm going to smoosh that glue all around really well, and especially right here where the ribbon is, because I want that to be smushed down really, really good. Oozed out a little. And get that all smushed down. Whoa! Making a mess. That's why my mat looks like it does, y'all. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about that. And I like to usually let it dry before I fold it in half. But for the sake of the video, I'm not going to be able to do that. I can show y'all some papers while I let this dry, and then I can do the rest of it. We can do the papers. I can cut the paper in half and then come back to this and score it and fold it in half. But I'm going to let it sit just for a minute. Just for a minute. Just for a little minute. There we go. Got a lot of glue come out on that. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, I got it good. I know I seem to go crazy overboard, but on all this smooshing, but that's okay. All right, so it looks like I got it pretty good. That makes me happy. That will be great. So let's set this aside just for a minute, and I will cut my pages, but I haven't decided that I'm going to put all of those pages in, but I'm going to go ahead and cut them. All right, so this right here is an exact 8.5 by 11 because I printed it on full page. So let me give you an idea of what is going to go on here. I'm possibly going to do this one because it's so soft, and I may cut it in half because I don't want to cover this. So I don't think I'm going to put one in the back, just the front. But this would be just beautiful to set off all the roses. So that's what I'm going to do for the that part. So let's set this aside just for a minute so it can dry a little bit. And I've already got all my pages picked out and all the things, but I need to cut them. So let me get my paper trimmer, which is, y'all know what this is. It is Fiskars Precision Rotary. It is linked down below. It is a little more on the expensive side, but y'all, I did that because, and I bought it years ago, but I use it so much that I needed a good paper trimmer. And the little rotary wheel that's in here is supposed to be self-sharpening because it hits this metal plate right here. And I'm guessing that's why it would be self-sharpening. I really don't know. but that's just what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna get 5 sheets at a time and cut. I'm gonna cut this to about right there. Let's see, that's gonna be at 11 3/4. I mean 10 3/4. Then we're gonna do this side at 10 1/2. That's taking 1/4 of an inch off of each end, okay? That way it's at 10 1/2, because when you go to fold them in half, you may have to trim some anyway, because the thicker the journal is, the more paper comes out the side. So I like to try to get as much as that done before I have to do it again. All right, so this is done. I love that. So let's get 5 more sheets. And do it again. So this will be at 10 3/4, just like that. And then I'll do the other side at 10 1/2. And usually I'm pretty good at not having to trim anything after I get everything inside. So we'll see when that time comes. But I just want to get it all together today. And then I will start making some ephemera pieces to go with it. So this one's done. This is my background. The other one is mine as well. So, uh-oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Hit the, all right, this is also my background. Let's see. This is the pink with the little faded flower on each side. Okay, so we're gonna go to 10. I hate having to lose some of these pages because they're so beautiful on the edge, and I'm like, oh, I hate to cut them, but in order for them to fit, you know what I mean? I have to lose some of it, and that's okay. Because by the time you add all your little goodies and stuff like that, it's beautiful. Nobody will ever notice that there's that much cut off. Because most people that buy my journals don't even know really basically what the full page looks like. They just see what they get, because they're not crafters, so they're not sure what it looks like. But I love it. I think it looks great. There's still a lot of detail on the edges, and it's okay. All right, let's do some more. Look how beautiful. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I did a 5 purple. Isn't that pretty? Just for some contrast. So we're going to get to 10 3/4. And the same on the other side. 10 1/2. 10 1/2. And you still may have to trim just a little, it's okay. And I think while I have them separated, I may go ahead and fold them in half and then hole punch the center, because we have to have that done so that when it goes into the elastic, there's a little whoop, if you know what I mean. I'll show you. I'll show you. All right, so let's cut this so pretty. And then this will be at 10 1/2. 10 1/2. There's that. And then the top, I go as close to the edge on the top that I can, because that don't matter. I don't have to cut off extra on the top. just the sides. Just the sides. Let's see. Need to take just a little off of there. There we go. All right. So now let's clean up this mess. Okay, so now what I'll do is take these pages, get my hole punch here. I'm just going to fold this in half. It's going to be close enough. There we go. And then punch 5 at a time. It's a little tough, but whoa. Knocking things over, just punching hole in paper. All right, there is that one. Then I may end up taking some of these pages out, and I'm not sure yet how I'm going to work this, but goodness, got stuck. I may have to get me a new hole punch. I don't know. Okay, let's get this. And you see how I do just like this, you know, so when I put it in the elastic, it won't be bunched up, which is nice. I learned this trick from Genevieve Designs. From Jennifer. I learned that from Jennifer. Okay. I did not come up with that on my own. All right, so I'm going to put this one in half and cut it. Not cut, punch. We're going to punch. The other day I made a journal cover, and I was putting the elastic in, and who knew if you pulled this tight you could break. I broke it. I can't believe I did that. I don't even know how that happened. I've never done it before. And boy, did I do it that day. I'm like, what happened? What happened? My little friend says, I'm just a girl. How did that happen? I'm just a girl. So cute. All right. There's that. And then this one. And then I'm going to separate them by color and put them together. We'll get that done too. I'll go ahead and get it, this much of it done. Why not? And so y'all can see some of this process, which you've already seen, but I want it to give that, I want it to give my cover time to dry. All right, so where is that up or down? That's up. I don't know if they're all up or not. That would be a really cute first page, wouldn't it? So, okay, so there is that. And then we have this one in this color. So what I could do is, this is going to be my first page. And let's grab one of these. One of these. And one of these. And that. And I'm just going to go all the way around till the paper is all picked up. There should be 25 pages. And then I will add a bunch of little bitty, let's see, I skipped a page, didn't I? Let me see. I did not pick up this. Let me look. So there's that. There's that. Pink. Right there and that. And this. And this. There we go. All right. There's that. I think it's messed up. I think I'm short some pages or something. I don't know, because I can feel it when I go to pick them up that something is missing. And that's okay too. It doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all good. All right, maybe not. Look, it turned out right. I don't even know what the front's gonna look like, but there we go. There we go. Now let's see. See how it comes out way much further even. And I may have to trim some more off. I don't know. But, so here's our page. Some of them might be upside down. I don't know yet. I think that's upside down. Let's see. Yep, that goes like that. Oh my goodness, look at that page. Woo! This is Polka Art Studio. I think actually all of the pages in here are Polka Art Studios. Look at that. Is that upside down? Let me look. No, it's like that. Okay. This one, however, I think is, this is the cover. And it is upside down. That is so beautiful. Make sure. What's cool though is it's not sewn in, so if I go through here and oopsie, there's a page upside down, it won't matter because I'm going to take that one page out and put it back in. So it'll be just fine. That's good. That's good. And that's pretty. Just fine, just fine, just fine. Okay. There's all the pages. And some of these may leave the book because I'm going to be adding other pages, but I like to have at least, I like to have the minimum of 25 pages this size, and then I add small pages and different things like that. So there's the reasoning behind it. All right, this should be, it may not be perfectly dry, but it's dry enough, I suppose. All right, so back to, whoa, back to the cover. So we just glued everything and taped everything together. Stunning, actually, absolutely stunning. If I could spit my words out, we'll be doing good. Let me take a little sip of you know what. My DDP, for those of you that don't know, I love my Diet Dr. Pepper. It looks like it's off a little as far as the center goes, but that is okay, and I'll tell you why. Because when I add my lace, it'll cover it up. It won't matter. It will not matter. Okay, so now let's fold it over. Let's get it as straight as possible. Let's see, where am I? If I can see, we'll be doing good. Sometimes I run it through the sewing machine and go around the edges. It's really pretty to do that. And that's good. Okay, so look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? And then when I add this, look how pretty that is, right? Isn't that gorgeous? That is going to be so pretty. All right, let me go ahead and hold on. Let me ink this real quick, just while I'm thinking about it. And it'll tone some of that down. We'll tone some of that down. I'm going to do this side because I'm not going to put anything on the back, okay? So there's that. So pretty. Okay, now let me get my little punchy-roo and okay, so this is where I love the fact that there's tie-back in there so that this will not rip. You know what I mean? So let me get this out of there because I just did a journal the other day, a cover. All right. Well, okay, so that's the small hole that I'm using. And I go about maybe 1/4 of an inch in, something like that. And then I go all the way in, all the way for the second hole. Okay, so it's going to look something like that. All right, so now let's do the other side. I go about 1/4 of an inch or so, something like that. And then all the way in. There we go. I love it. Let me get the paper out of it that I just punched. I need to, there we go. Got it cleaned out, ready for the next one. Okay, so this is going to be the front. And now I'm going to get this. I love this color. I have it in white and black as well. And I do have this linked down below, but if you want to do a screenshot, you can do that right now. But it's very easy to find. It's right down below in my Amazon. All right, so what you're going to do is go in the bottom and come out the top so that the long piece that you're going to be putting on your pages is a solid piece. It's not the one with the tie. So you're going to go in the top like that. Let me get some more of this out. I need some more length. Okay. And then you're going to go back in the bottom one. So now what we're going to tie is the short end, you see? So the one that's going to have the most paper, your tall paper, regular size paper, will be the solid piece. And then the one that you can put little pages on will be the one that you tie. So let me pull this a little bit and cut it. And I like to pull it just enough to give it a little, I like it a little snug. I like it a little snug. And then we'll tie this one. The other day, like I said, when I tied and I pulled, oh my goodness, I broke it. I broke it. Okay, let's do one more. Just because. Just because I like a little added reassurance that it's not going to come untied. And then we'll cut it. All right. So there is our cover with our elastic. Now see this right here, there's tie back in there where this hole is and where this hole is, so it will not tear. Okay, so it will not tear. All right, everything is correct. Let's just put this in so you can see why we made the little, see, we did that just perfectly so that when you put the pages in, they're not bunched up. There's a little half cut with your hole punch. And now you have your pages. And so the more pages that I add, the further this is going to come out. So when I add everything, I may have to do some trimming on the inside pages. But there you have it. There is your cover. 36 minutes in, but we did some pages, and isn't it beautiful? And then when I add the soft, oh, that's gonna be just beautiful. Isn't that gonna be pretty? I love it. And you have your ties on the inside, so they're not, it's not wrapping around, and it's just beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and take this out because I will make some changes. Excuse me. As far as pages that I add and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that out. But here you go. We have our solid piece here for the main pages. And then you have this shorter piece that you can add little pages to, so that it can have two signatures, but one normal size and one short one. So it's really a great way to make a cover. And it will stand the test of time because there is tie back in there. It's not going anywhere. And it feels so good. It feels so good. All right, here it is. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be blessed. Have a great rest of your day. Go check out anything that I've used is linked down below. So easy for you. Just those Amazon links will send you straight to your Amazon cart, your Amazon page, I mean. And so there is that. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you try it out. Let me know what you think down below, and y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye.